It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He's going to have a Browns first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Ford. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They'll run once more with Ford. And he'll be taken down.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Ford. A second effort, and he is in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate, but regardless, he is as talented.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. On play action, here's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And not the greatest of kicks there. They're going to mark it on this side of midfield. The home team's offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Finding space at the 15. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 6-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be 4. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd down, Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
The score, Browns 10, Cowboys 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, it's Watson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb.
The handoff to Nick Chubb. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Watson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Second down, Prescott. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Prescott now. Got a man, that's Tolbert. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Dak. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Prescott again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
And he will dive into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes Ford on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Ford. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5. 3rd and a yard. Watson going to give it to Chubb. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Browns first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Watson to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They give it, and it's 4. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's 4. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. Second down and 8. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Watson. That's caught by Ford. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Prescott. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Dak. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Off he goes.
Well, the quarterback didn't gain a whole lot there, Mike, but frankly, he didn't need a whole lot either. Nice job understanding the situation, when to pull it down, and he's able to pick up the 1st down on his own.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll take off again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down, 3 to go. On the ground, it's Dowdle. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie things up in what has been an interesting 1st quarter of play. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's in! Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the...
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Dak. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is caught to the goal line and in. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Dallas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he'll get forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. On second down, it's Ford. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
On third down, they go with Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's Ford. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll run with 4. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run once more with 4. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Chubb. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Cowboys. And even 30 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
We'll go with a counter on first down. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Ford.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Watson. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff to Ford. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Ford. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 27. Cowboys 24.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That one good for 26 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dak to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second down, Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for...
And he will get into the end zone. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Cowboys. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
27.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. A very nice return up to the 35, but perhaps some illegal assistance to get him there. Let's check the flag. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the 1st half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Ford. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the shotgun, a give to Ford. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4, Micah Parsons on the tackle.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Cleveland.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the ground, this is Ford. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
A 55-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Browns cut the deficit down to 1. So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Dak to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, Prescott to the air. Open man, that's the veteran, Cooks. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up second down. In motion, Lamb. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Dowdle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To throw is Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Dowdle. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. On the handoff, Ford. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go with Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run once more with 4. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. He is in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Prescott. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Browns offense and their star running back, Big Chubb, set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Now, 1st down throw for Watson. That's caught by 4. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They're going to go. It's Watson. This one Incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Here comes Ford on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Deron Bland with the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Back to throw is Watson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
They are going for it. It's Watson. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll run with Ford. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Ford. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he cannot get free, only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Browns will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. 1st and 10. Dak to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Handoff here, up the middle. Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd and short. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Second down, Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie the game here in the third quarter.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here comes Ford on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's going to have a Browns first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, a give to Ford. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Watson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 4th down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They'll run with Dowdle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Watson gonna give it to Chubb. Here's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Up the middle. Here's 4. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now Dowdle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He's going to run it, and he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead, and this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the ground, this is 4. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Prescott on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
A first down throw for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a give on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Prescott. That one taken in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, this is Strong. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And he's going to have a Browns first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's taken in by Chubb. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards.
Look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at the space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he's got another one. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Here's Dak to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. And that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
1st down, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Handoff here, up the middle, and that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by Ford. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They snap it to Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Throwing again is Watson. Whoa. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's Chubb. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now it's Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Here's Chubb. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the plane. He's down inside the 1.
Still 1st down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's into the hands of Lamb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Again, Prescott to the air. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This a potential game winner. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And that may have just written a finish to this one.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to win the game here late. But he couldn't convert. It's a lonely feeling walking off that field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
So it's a win for the Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.